Welcome back to the Life of a Fit Pro podcast. I am your host, Andra Anderson, and it's official. It's official, friends. We've been counting down the days, the months, the weeks, and now I'm officially 40. Or I was talking about this with my family over the weekend. Do you believe, I believe that I have just ended my 40th year, right? When I hit 40, that means I'm on my way to 41. I'm working on my 41st year. So it's not like I just became 40, it's like I ended my 40th year. Do you believe that too? Is that how you roll? I know that we celebrate it as if that's the day, and obviously that's what I've been doing, but it almost feels like I finished level 40. I don't know. Tell me what you think in the comments. I'd love to know your thoughts on this. I thought it'd be really fun after we have just done this 6-part series on 40 lessons in 40 years to think about what comes next. Now, I don't have a crystal ball. And judging from my first 40 years, you can make plans and have goals and have ideas, but you don't actually really know where you're going to be. And this is the time of year also, one of my least favorite things to do at work is sit down with your supervisor and come up with goals for the next year. Like, I don't know, whatever you tell me to do. That's what my goal will be because it doesn't matter. But also, so much can happen in a season, in a half year, in a year. So many things can happen that will change your goals or update them, or you'll adapt differently. I try to have like a really solid idea of like this next 6 months ahead of me. And now that I have kind of a solid footing of like my rhythm for my work life and my fitness professional life and my personal life and my travel, I try to create expectations of what it might look like. Like, on Sundays in the summer, I don't want to teach. Or I know that we will probably take a trip in the fall. I mean, we're going to take a trip in the fall. That's a given. I know that I'll have extra days off of work in the summer or whatever it is. So I try to anticipate what might happen and sort of map it out. I actually will print still paper calendars and go through and like write in, okay, this is what I'm teaching this class, this class, this class. I just debuted my summer calendars. That's June and July, all figured out. August is almost ready to hit go. And then September, October, November, December will look different. That'll be the fall schedule. So maybe like 2 seasons ahead, I tried to anticipate what that might look like. But I don't know what the next 40 years is going to bring. The next even year, I have ideas, but I don't 100% know. I want to keep it open. But I thought it'd be fun to sort of put together 10, after doing that 40 lessons series, like 10 things that I want to keep working on in the next 40 years, but really just in general. Just in general. All right, so put together 10 things. Let's see. In no order, in no particular order, as we do here on this podcast. Okay, here's the first one. Prioritize peace over proving. I feel like especially if you are a professional and you want to have a career in some capacity, in some way, you spend the first part of your career proving that you have the right to be there. And I don't want to spend my energy convincing people of my worth anymore. I know I have worth. I know I have value. So I'm not spending my energy convincing people of that. I want to continue to honor my boundaries that I've so carefully set, keep moving with confidence, and stay rooted in this life that I've created. So I'm not out to prove myself. I don't need an award. I don't need other people to convince me that I'm great. Yeah, we're just going to have confidence and peace. Yeah, I love period. We could just drop the mic there. That's a great one. This one has just time and time again proven correct and proven right for me. I will continue choosing consistency over perfection. I love when things are just so. I love it. I love it when it's orderly, when things fall into the right place. Not fall. I need to stop saying that. When I put things into the right place, because it takes effort. It takes effort to make it look effortless, right? Like any true professional will know that it takes effort to make it look effortless. The more effortless it looks, the harder it was to get there. That's the T. Oh, is it Tuesday? No. Maybe you're listening on Tuesday. Hi. Happy whatever day it is. I I want to keep going with those small intentional actions instead of kind of waiting for perfect timing, waiting for everything to be just so perfect conditions, right? Like y'all have proven that with my outdoor boot camp class, y'all be coming in all kinds of crazy weather. So like, why should I wait for a beautiful day? Just keep going. Just keep trudging through. Keep showing up a little bit every day, just as I am, and not waiting to be perfect because that's not a thing. I just heard, I'd heard this before, but I heard it again that we spend so much time, like we're right here, and we spend so much time looking over there. And we're like, when I get there, XYZ, like I'm going to be better, right? Like I'll give an example that, makes sense. So you're here now and you're thinking about the level of fitness that you want to have. Like when I can bench press 150 pounds, that's not relatable. When I can bench press that dang bar, because the bar is 45 pounds, right? When I can bench press that 45-pound bar, I'll feel like I'm fit. But here's the secret. There is not a real place. Here is the only real place. So you're working toward benching whatever amount of weight you want to bench if that's your goal. But the truth is, once you get there, it's here and you're setting a new goal. So there doesn't really exist. There doesn't exist. Anyway, okay. This is number 3. I will continue to treat my body with gratitude, respect, and care that she deserves. Yes, she does. I felt this. I went on a trip last week and someone asked like, "Oh, are you going to like get back into your routine and like now focus on," in all fairness, she did not put it this way, but this is how it kind of, this is what makes me think of like, work off all the things that you just ate and did. No, I don't have to do that because I choose to treat my body with gratitude and respect and care wherever I am. So I'm sleeping, I'm drinking water, I'm moving my body every day, I'm choosing foods that make me feel good, right? Like I was on a cruise. I had tons of food choices in front of me, but I consistently chose the things that I knew would make me feel good. Sometimes that's a donut. That donut would make me feel really good. But like most of the time it was like greens. I had a green juice every day, which was awesome. Oh my gosh, I can't even tell you how amazing that is to have a green juice made for you every day. Like you guys, it's so hard. You have to go and get all the things. And when you juice, you're using so much. It's really nice to just have it made for you. So, because I did those things, I don't feel like I need a reset. I'm just jumping back into chores and my job and everything else. I'm not trying to like lose the weight from my vacation because there wasn't any. That's just the truth. Do you relax a little more? Like, yeah, I didn't have to do dishes or laundry, or I wasn't on a set schedule. Like, could do what I wanted when I wanted, and that was cool. That was really cool. But I consistently choose to treat my body with gratitude and respect and care, and that will serve me well. That has served me very well up until this point, and will continue to serve me well. So I always choose movement and nourishment and rest over everything else. Embody is the word. This is number 4. Embody is my word of the year, right? Like all of these things that I am helping others to do and I want others to become. I want to make sure I'm also getting the benefits of that. So embody the life I coach others to create. So I want my life to continue to reflect the values that I have, the growth that I'm interested in, and just total alignment. Total alignment. All right, here's number 5. I want to stay open to evolving. I in the span of a year, I will have gotten 2 degrees. And I love that. I'm learning, I'm growing, I'm receiving, I'm open to receiving. I'm giving myself permission to change and pivot. And I like being rooted. I like having roots, but my flower that grows from those roots, my flower, the plant that grows from those roots is allowed to change. Who knows what it will look like? And that's kind of exciting. Like it's safe and it's grounded. So it can flourish and it can turn into whatever it might become. And I don't know what happens next after my next degree. I don't know yet. Maybe in a month I'll have an idea. Maybe in 6 months I'll have an idea. Maybe in a year I'll have an idea. I'll have a better sense of where that's going. But for now, I am just open to the possibility. Open to possibility is my mantra. Okay. Number 6, I will continue to protect my energy intentionally. Intentionally being super aware, super mindful, and I know what fuels me, what drains me, what I like, what I don't like. It was so cool to see, to be an observer of myself in an unnatural space, somewhere I'm not used to being, what I chose to do, what I liked to do, and that I didn't do things just to please people. Like if I was tired, I wouldn't try to like take one for the team and stay up. I'd be like, bye, go to bed. like, and that's awesome. I so value that. And that is to me one of the best things. I respect that so much when I see it in other people. Like, I don't go to very many meetings anymore. But when I did, and there'd be somebody that would come in, not rude, not disrespectful, not entitled, and would just say, I have a hard stop at 4 o'clock. And you're like, well, dang, I respect somebody that knows and has those boundaries and knows so much about their schedule that they're not staying 90 minutes for a 60-minute meeting, which is often how things roll because some people in meetings just like to be heard, like to hear themselves talk more, like not really saying much of anything. Uh, but that's something that I want to continue to do. Like, I want to continue to honor that. And again, not in a disrespectful, not in a rude way, just to allow myself to be the person that I am, to, oh, everybody's going to happy hour. You're like, cool, have fun. Like, I don't want to go unless I do. And that's okay too. But just not, and I haven't done this for a long time, but not doing something just because you feel guilty or like you want to people please or whatever it might be. I'm done with that. I don't need to do that. I've done that and I've seen where that gets you, and it's not very far, at least not for me. And I don't feel guilty. I don't feel guilty making the choices that I'm making because I know that they're right for me, which is very cool. And it feels so empowering. So empowering. All right, number 7, choose joy all the time. Choose joy more often. I love feeling joyous. I love feeling happy. I love my husband comments like when we were on the cruise and I would eat something, I make a little like do 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 do. If you're watching this, a little shoulder roll like happy dance. I like doing that. That's a moment that's just everything is just all all arrows are pointing to the right space. All the energy is flowing through the exact same point and it just feels right. And I want more of that. I want to fully experience moments like I honestly we paid for internet for me because I had to do some things for my master's class, which was fine. It worked beautifully. Um, but I found myself putting my phone in airplane mode and like I took pictures and I took videos, but I wasn't like scrolling. And the way that our room was positioned, my outlet was on the other side of the room, like where I could plug my phone in. And that was so amazing. That was so amazing. And it just like allowed me to be like fully in the moment. I did get again videos and all of those good things because I wanted to capture those things and I wanted to share those things. But there are a lot of moments that I put the phone away and I was just like, I just want to see it. I just want to live it. I want to be here and breathe this air and take in these views. And that was really, really cool. And I'm not saying one is better than the other. It just felt really cool to like embrace the moment. And I want to live more for that and continue to lean into the things that light me up, which is you and teaching fitness and all those good things. Less of the things I don't like, right? Here. Snaps for that. Snaps for that. Here we go. Three more. Number 8. Mm, This one is hard. Invest deeply in meaningful work and relationships. So, by that, I mean like continue to invest in the things, the people, the projects, and the opportunities that align with my values. And that is one that in the immediate future, there are ways that I can honor that, but it's hard until I feel certain goals. So, like, I want to finish my master's degree and get money for that. I want to see, I want to save up for retirement. Like, there are just different goals that I have, and I'm in a position that I could do without. But in the immediate, it's serving a particular purpose. So, I have to like remind myself of that goal. Like I have to remind myself, this is why you're here. This is why you're doing it. And still like get my light and my life from other things, the meaningful stuff, the stuff that feels really good. Not just like doing things to check a box or like fill a report page, like have to do a monthly report. And you're like, I don't know, I typed and I pressed these keys and I pressed that key and I pressed these keys. Like I did it. But like meaningful things, things that involve helping people discover their values, their alignment, making people feel good. That's what I want to keep doing. Speaking of that, live with honesty and alignment. I want my daily decisions, my habits, my routines to all reflect the life that I say I want. And I want to be honest about that. Just like I was on the cruise where I was like, "Oh, everyone wants to go to the show. I'm tired. I'm going to bed." Or I want to go work out. Or I'm not like I'm going to work out. Here's what I'm doing, just so you know. I want it to be like I want all those things to reflect what I want. So that means saying yes to myself a lot more. That means saying no to the things I just don't want to do and allowing my calendar to reflect that. And it has been a lot easier in the current job I'm in versus the older job I was in. A lot less like nights and weekends. I do have some like weekend things coming up, but I will be taking my time during the week for those. But just making sure that my calendar, my day, my like what I'm living every single day reflects the life that I actually want to embody and live, and not just the life that should live or you're supposed to live. I think I'm doing a pretty good job with that. And then the next one, fully embody my next chapter. I don't want to just talk about growth. I want to live it. I want to do it. I want to move through the next 40 years as a even fuller version of myself, if that is possible, right? Like I have energy for days and I love sharing it with people and I love encouraging it in people, and I just feel like I'm on the cusp of something great and I don't know what it is, but it feels really exciting to be here. I'm kind of like on this edge, and life happens at the edge, right? Like not in the middle. Life doesn't, that's the messy stuff. That's the stuff that you got to get to that edge so you can peer off and see, all right, what are we doing? What is this? Either you're peering off that edge to see like what's next, or you're at the edge so you can fully see what has been created by you. And that just gives me chills. That gives me chills. Life happens at the edge. It's true in nature. If you're looking for wildlife, if you're looking for animals, it's not going to be in the middle of the ocean. It's going to be on the edge, pretty close to shoreline, which is kind of wild. Yeah. Whew. The first 40 years taught me who I've been, who I could be, and these next 40 are going to be who I'm meant to be. And I feel like that's a true thing. Like we live for so long just like learning, observing, reviewing, considering, and then you get to sort of like go back through those pages, go back through those chapters and say like, yes, that. No, not that. Yes, that. I'll take two of those actually. And you can kind of pick and choose and be a little choosier. It's like a privilege to be at this point. And it was so funny. Because I was celebrating this milestone birthday on my trip, and I'm fully embracing that I'm 40. I've never been embarrassed to say my age. I don't know if I'm talk to me again when I'm turning 60 and we'll see if I still feel that way. I think I will. I hope I will. Because again, I feel like it's a privilege to be here. But there were some people that were like, oh, 29 again, wink, wink. And I'm like, ew, no, no, we did that. We're here now. Like the wisdom I have at 40, the vibrancy I have at 40, it's just such a cool place to be. And I'm hoping that's encouraging for anybody that's like feeling their age. It is it is a real thing, right? I am 40, but I think that if you were to test me in lots of different ways, I'd come up much younger because I have this like curiosity and this curiosity and veracity for life. And just, I want to live it to its fullest. I want to experience, I want to do all the things. And I'm nowhere near finished yet. So yeah, there's that. And if you made it through this, my goodness, congrats, grads. Like you are the real ones. And I see you and I appreciate you. And I really enjoy sharing with you. And I want it to be a conversation. So if you're also coming up on a milestone birthday and you're having feelings, like let's talk about it. I want to know, even if you're not a milestone birthday, if you're like 31 and you're like, I want to know what I'm doing for the next 31 years, write it down. And if you want, hey, I'm a life coach. We could talk about this. If you want to organize your thoughts in the way that I have, I can help you figure out how to do that. I'm really good at it. Something I'm very, very, very good at is organizing thoughts and asking the right questions. I realize the power that I have and the abilities and the talents that I have, and I want to share them with you. So thank you. And cheers to the next 40 years. Here we go. 80 will look good on me, don't you think? Thank you so much for joining me for this week's podcast. And don't forget to check out the bonus episodes on Tuesdays, Tuesday tea, although I am always drinking coffee. One time I drank matcha, so it actually was a Tuesday tea. Maybe I should start drinking tea. On that note, and also don't forget to check out the Secret Life of a Fit Pro blog that goes along. I just dropped my iPad. That goes along with this podcast. It sort of is a deeper dive into the things that I'm talking about, and it's daily. I've been doing it every single day this year, 2026. So 151 days. That's insane. That means we're almost at our halfway point, doesn't it? We're getting very close to the halfway point of the year, and I'm very aware of this because I'm blogging every day, living life to its fullest. All right, my friends, that's all. That's all I got. So why are you still here? I'm done. Bye.